Okay, this is Lab 8 in the Lyrics Labs, and this is question number 3. And this one is talking about using the straight line method of amortizing any premium or discount on the investments in bonds. So we have a few key dates. We bought the bonds on January the 1st, then we are going to receive a coupon payment presumably on December 31st of each year. So the interest is paid out each year at December 31st, so that's the coupon payment, and it is 7% on these bonds. And it says that Southgate follows ASPE and uses amortized cost. So first thing first, we need to buy the the bonds. So we're paying 103.5. So I guess we want held to maturity investments. So there we go, held to maturity investments in bonds, and that is because you're using the straight line method of amortizing the premium or discount, so that assumes that it's held to maturity. Alright, so the bond cost us $75,000 times the percentage, 1.035. So the price of 103.5 indicates, of course, the percentage of face value, and we have to pay cash for that, $77,625. And so that's A. And then at the end of the year, 31/12, and it's also that same date for 2015. We're going to get some cash. How much cash are we going to get? Well, we're going to get 7% of the face value. So 0.07 times the face value of 75,000. But we have a couple of things to do. One, we have to amortize the difference between the 77,625 and the 75, which is a premium in this case. We need to slowly, over the next 3 years, amortize the 77,625 down to $75,000, so that at the end of December 31st, 2016, we will have exactly 75,000 of HTM investments, and we'll sell them for that price. Well, I guess we'll get paid the face value of the bond, and so that will be exactly the same, exactly offset, no gain or loss when we get there, because we're just recognizing the payment of cash flows over time as we're expecting. So what do we have to do to do that? We need to amortize the premium, so we need to adjust the HTM investments in bonds, and as I said, we're drawing this down towards 75,000. So this is a debit. We need to credit it for that difference, and so the difference, I'll put a couple of brackets in here. The difference is 77,625 minus 75,000, not 17,000, 75,000. And we have had it for 1 year out of the 3 years of life. So from January 1st, 2014 gets us to December 31st, 2014, 15 and 16, and then we're done. And then the rest of it is the interest income. So that's just 5250 minus 875. It's just the remainder. And then we get exactly the same payment at the end of the next year. And because these are held to maturity investments, we don't adjust for fair value. So the fair values of 103 and 104 that are quoted for the 2 year ends are, we can ignore those. So we don't have to worry about them at all. Cash, held to maturity investments in bonds, and interest income. All of them are exactly the same amount because we get the same coupon payment. We have the same amortization of discount because it's a straight line. And the interest income is the net of those 2 items. And that's about all there is to this one, so let's see what Lyrics thought. Lyrics agrees. We're good, so let's grab this and we'll pull that aside, 7%, that's 75. And then this one is the amortization of the premium in this case. If your numbers are the other way around and you're paying less than the value, then the interest, the HTM investment in bonds would be a debit, and the interest income would be increased by the amortization of that discount. So that's all there is to it. We are done.